Good morning, y'all. I'm just sitting out here on the front porch having my coffee this morning, and I wanted to make a little video to share a story with you that I was thinking about earlier. Just a short snippet from the past. Back in the '90s, I was home, and this will be coming out in the second book. I was home, and we had a little 15-acre horse farm down there. We did training and selling and boarding. And there was a guy that run the local gym. I forget his name now. We call him Musclehead because he was all pumped up and wasn't real sharp upstairs, but he was a good guy. And him and his girlfriend had come by the barn one day. They was sniffing around, and they decided they were going to buy him a horse. I had a little sorrel horse there with a blaze face that was gentle and nice, and he was kind of okay, and I had him priced about $1,500 more than what he was worth, but I thought he was worth that. So I loaded him and his girlfriend, and I think my daughter went with us. And anyway, we had 4 horses, and we loaded up and went over to Cummer, over in Dade City. It used to be the Cummer Ranch years ago, 30,000 plus acres. It now belongs to the state as a watershed. A good place to take your horse. The Withlacoochee River runs right through it, and there's spots along that river where the St. Augustine grass, which is a native grass to Florida, real good lawn grass, and it just grows like a thick carpet, just green and pretty, and it grew right down to the edge of the river with all the cypress trees and everything. It was just gorgeous. I rode my old horse down there and let him get a drink out of the river, and as he was drinking, Musclehead pulled the sorrel horse up there and give him his head, and instead of dropping and drinking, the old horse went to pawing. Well, if you know horses, you know that when horses paw in water, they fixing to go down. And before I could say anything, that sorrel horse had laid down and went to thrashing in that river. And Musclehead come up spitting and sputtering and about to drown. And anyway, we got that little episode fixed. And I guess the funniest part about it is that after all that, he did end up buying that horse, and he did board with us for a while. So that's what I wanted to share with you this morning. That story and other stories will be in the next book. The current book, Pavement, I'll think of it in a minute, Pasco, Pastures to Pavement, has been getting some really favorable reviews, and I'd like to read one of them to you here this morning. If you've bought the book and read it and haven't done a review, please do that, because that's what causes Amazon to pick the book up and run with it. Right now I'm having to pedal it by myself with these videos and reaching out on social media, and we're doing good. I'm averaging about 2 books a day, and that's solid for me. I like that. Here's the review that I found. This was written by an older fellow my age. I don't know what his name is. He was anonymous. But here it goes. He says, this book tells the story of a young boy growing up in the Tampa Bay area during the 1960s. If you experience growing with Tampa, this book may be of interest to you. The author presents the book in a large format, double-spaced, which is helpful to those individuals with 1960s eyes. Many references to people you might know, acreage names with ownership of the property, and names of today. And that was the whole gist of the book, was to let people that live in those subdivisions that have come in from out of town and don't really know the area, to let them know that, hey, your backyard used to be the cow pens for the Doyle's Ranch, etc. Or, you know, you live over in Stonegate, that backs up, that was Ralph Wilson's 40-acre property. We had cattle get struck by lightning back there in your backyard, you know. And it's little things like that I just thought people might be interested in knowing. I know that before I retired and came to South Carolina, I was a landscape designer, consultant, and planner. And some people had called me in a new house out to what used to be Doyle's Ranch, and I forget what they call it now, the subdivision name. But those people wanted to upgrade their landscape and spend a bunch of money, and I wanted to help them out. And we were sitting there in the living room discussing things, and I mentioned to them, I said, you know, that pond out there that your property goes up to, and I told them a little story about catching cows out of that pond and this, that, and the other. And they were just amazed. They thought that was just great. And I told them, showed them where the cow pens used to be and all that. And they were telling their neighbors. They became a history aficionado based on the information that I'd given them. And that, I just thought that was really cool. Anyway, that's all I got for this morning. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll share it. If you've read the book, please do a review. It'll sure help me. Thank you. Have a good day, and we'll talk at you later.